touring abroad, but honestly, there's so much to see in our own country. Don't have to go far to have an adventure. It took us an hour and a half to get to some good roads, and this is absolutely stunning. It was well worth that hour and a half of absolute just to get here. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Just gone into Derbyshire, so I'm not sure. I'll be honest, guys. I don't know if we're in the peaks or if we're in. I just don't know if we're still in the peaks. We must be in the peaks. Let me know in the comment section down below. But got a nice little pub up here. What I'm trying to do with this series, guys, is I want it to be about the bike. The bike's the star of the show. It always is, but I want to give you guys a bit of an insight into, life on camp and, everything that goes with it as well. So, I hope you're enjoying the slightly different style vlogs from what we usually do. I'm enjoying making them, so yeah. Hopefully, you guys like it. If you do, let me know down below. So, this is stunning. I'm sorry, but this is absolutely stunning. What a trip. What a trip. Cannot think of a better way to spend my holiday. Don't tell the missus. No, I'm joking. She's obviously got a little 125. If she ever passed a test, this is something it gets better and better. It's better and better. This is absolutely something I would love to do with her. But yeah. If you're thinking about doing a tour, guys, just get out and do it, honestly. Just get out and do it. I've had this bike almost 2 years now, and I've put it off and put it off and put it off. And sometimes you just gotta go, yeah, right. These are the dates we've got off. Let's just book it and go. Because you can overthink it, you can overplan it. And that gets in the way. No idea what little village we're in now, but this is picture postcard perfect, and I could have shown you any number of villages today. They're all as stunning as each other. One thing I've noticed being up here is a lot of bikers won't nod. You nod back at home, you get a nod back. It's a little bit hit and miss here. And what I've tended to find is you see a sports bike rider up here, and they're not interested in nodding you. And if you see sorry GS owners out there, but yeah, the bigger adventure bikes don't want to nod back, and that's fine. You don't have to, but we're part of the community, aren't we? I just think it's a nice thing to do. There we go, sports bike riders, no nod. Shame. Breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. What a place. What a place. Was an absolute glorious ride through the Peak District. So if he sat-naved it right, which I'm not too sure he will have, because I'm sure he cocked it up last time, we should have a mountain rear house somewhere here. So we'll go and help him find a tent, one that's not meant for a child this time, and hopefully he's a bit more comfortable tonight. He's so excited. You excited about your tent?
What?
Are you excited about your tent?
Well, no, I was pretending to try and like open the door into you.
Okay, folks, we're getting back on the road again after a quick lunch stop, courtesy of Lidl. So we've now done 169 miles in total for the trip. So it's about an 80-mile ride to the campsite tonight, and we're just in the town, I guess it is, of Glossop. So where am I going here? That confused me. Yeah, just in the town of Glossop. So we're just going to head to a petrol station just to fuel up. 80 miles to the campsite. The Himi should in theory get there okay, but yeah, to be honest, I don't really want to risk it. Tom's got a new tent, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is yet, but might make you chuckle when you see it. It made me chuckle anyway, especially after all the crap he gave me about mine. But anyway, let's head to the petrol station, and then for the rest of the afternoon we should be travelling through the lovely Yorkshire Dales on the way to our campsite. So see you in a sec. So we've been on the road about an hour now, and we've just skirted through Oldham and Rochdale. Nothing particularly exciting. Sorry if you live in one of those places, but nothing particularly exciting going on. So I've just switched the camera back on because it was fascinating. We came out of the Peak District, and all of a sudden it was very urbanised. And as soon as, yeah, we got through the back, the tail end of Rochdale, it's opened up into beautiful countryside again. It's amazing how quickly that transition takes place from kind of bustling hub, hello horses, to glorious countryside again. So we've got just over an hour to our first stop off point, so we're going to stop there and maybe have a drink, etc. And then the plan is to go from there to the campsite, which again is about another hour. So we're not going to be at the campsite again until about 5:30, 6 o'clock, which actually I think is later than last time. So yeah, we need to, lesson learned today, definitely, we need to get a better handle of ourselves in the morning, or I need to get a better handle of myself. I think one thing that's probably surprised Tom a bit is how long the bike takes to load up. He could just chuck his stuff in the back of the car, no issue at all. Whereas I need to make sure everything's locked and loaded, it's not going to fall off during the ride, and need to take a little bit more care about it. So, and of course everything's got to fit in the panniers as well, so that is something that's perhaps surprised him a little bit, but so learning curve for him, just as it is for me, playing a little bit of early morning Tetris, trying to get everything in the bag, because invariably I'm not going to be able to pack it down as small as as it was when I purchased it. So anyway, bit of A road now, so we'll call it there. Tom's somewhere behind, and we'll see you when things get a little bit more interesting again. Just had to pull over here while he catches up to us. There's I don't know if you can see it on the Insta, probably not, but there's some really, really young calves over there in that field. Tom's just gone whizzing past this junction, stuck up on me pretty quickly, and I dive down here like no issue at all. I forget he's in a 2-ton truck, and he's going to be raging when he comes back. Oh, I think that says it all. He's come blasting the other way, shaking the head, and he's gone in front. Oh, you've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. We'll see what he has to say about that when we next stop. Look at these roads there, they're dreadful. But it's okay, because I'm on a Himalayan and it loves it. Absolutely loves it. No matter what kind of punishment you throw at this bike, just like, yeah, give me some more. Great little thing, great little thing. And I'm so glad we managed to get the battery issue sorted so I could bring the bike on this trip. The beer would have done it fine, but for me, this was always the trip the Himalayan needed to do. It had to be this bike. Is this a road? God, that is a road. Jesus. Wow, look at this. Look at this. And you don't get these kind of roads in Norfolk, that's for sure. This is going to be an issue for Tom. I'm going to sneak through here. We can wait from the other side. It's just pan flat, almost pan flat where we are, and this is, yeah, this is something else. I'm not used to riding this at all. A little bit of back brake as we go down this hill. Keep in third gear, let the engine do a bit of braking as well. Whack it up into fourth. Down to third, just slow that engine down. Yeah, this is where you got to be careful. You can't obviously fly around here. It's far too narrow. A little bit of front brake just to help out. It's a little bit steeper. What a place. What a place to ride, hey? Why did you go past?
Because of the very reason, it's like you weren't indicated.
I got down
I
there.
thought, oh, he must be going straight on then because his sat nav's going a different route.
I got down
He
the.
said, follow you.
To be fair, I got down the turning. You didn't follow me, so if anything, it's your fault, mate.
I can't turn like that in a fucking pickle truck. It's a fucking
Yeah.
over.
I hear a lot of excuses, ladies and gents. A lot of excuses.
I wanted to try and get to the fucking campsite fairly earlier now.
Been stuck behind a Hyundai for the best part of, I don't know, felt like a year, but it was probably about 45 minutes. And every time, I know these are narrow little roads, but every time somebody came the other way, he pretty much ground to a halt. So I wasn't really able to film anything, but it'd been boring as hell. But yeah, luckily now he's turned off. We've got the roads all to ourselves. Easy, easy. Stay on your side, buddy. Stay on your side. It's the great thing about the Himalayan, actually. I was speaking a little bit earlier about always wanting to do the trip on this, and it got me to thinking, you know, would I want to do this trip on another bike? Would I want a big GS or a Multistrada to do it? You know, would I want to bring my Triumph Street Triple that I've, you know, sold not so long ago? Would I want to bring the Bear instead? And the simple answer is no, not really. The best kind of bike for the job I think, is this or the Bear, because they're not crazy powerful, and a lot of the time when we're going around these little country lanes, you're doing 40 miles an hour anyway, so if you've got a more powerful bike like, say, my old Triumph Street Triple, just like that guy, if you do get a clear piece of road, it encourages you to push on. You end up on the other side of the road, and if there's a car coming the other way, it could be game over. Whereas this little thing, for the most part, apart from that last 45 minutes because the roads were fantastic, I haven't really felt frustrated. I haven't really felt as though I kind of wanted to push on anymore. And that's the reason why I think this is the perfect bike. Even riding through the Peak District earlier, this was fantastic. 40 miles an hour, no issue at all. Even if I was on the beer, to be honest, I think I'd want to be pushing that bike on a little bit, going a little bit faster. And that's the great thing about the Hemi. It's just relaxed, and it just suits this kind of journey perfectly. So yeah, super glad to have brought it. Gorgeous old viaduct there. Shame we're moving away from it. They say the Hemi's a little mountain goat. It's going to have to be today. This is probably the steepest hill I've taken it up, and the Insta probably is doing this no justice whatsoever. It's probably really flattening everything out, but yeah, this is a climb, and I'm so glad I'm on a bike, because I would not want to meet a car coming the other way. Tom behind, of course, has that problem, but I'm excited for the view at the top. This is going to be spectacular, and yet we still climb. Wow, wow, oh wow, was that worth it? What a view, what a view. See what's over the top of this next crest. We're still climbing, still climbing. I was going to switch the camera off and wait until we got to camp, but I couldn't not film this. Go on, little Hemi, go on. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. What a day. What a day. Okay, we've just nipped into the spa for some supplies for tonight. Just sat out there and had a ice cream on the bench. Very nice it was too. So the campsite now is only 0.7 miles away, so we're going to get there. I don't think I'm going to film anything at the campsite tonight, guys, because I'll be honest, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day, not in terms of mileage. I say not in terms of mileage. This is probably going to be the longest mileage day on the tour. And it's definitely going to be the furthest I've ever ridden on a motorcycle in one day. So it is a long day, but it's more in terms of the time taken. So we left at 10:30 this morning. It's now 6:30, so we've spent 8 hours on the road, and I reckon all told, including the the little stop for Tom to get his what do you call it? His new tent, which I'll show you tomorrow. I think we're probably stopped for 45 minutes max. So yeah, 150 miles in that amount of time doesn't sound a lot, and it's not. But a lot of the roads were tight, twisty and turny, a bit like they are now. I mean, we're going 20 miles an hour. We've had this for miles and miles and miles at a time. So yeah, distance isn't huge, day is long, and I'll be honest, I don't have the energy to film anything. But I will just take you going into the campsite ever so quickly. I'd love it if the big man sped up a little bit, because it feels though it's taking forever to get here. If he doesn't, I might cut the video and film us riding into camp instead, but we'll see. But yeah, it's been a good day. So in terms of location, we're just kind of sandwiched between the Yorkshire Dales, which is that little mountain I went up on the Himmy. Little mountain. It is a little mountain, but it was so cool, so cool. But yeah, just sandwiched between the Dales. Thank you kindly. I see a tent. Cool. We might have the place to ourselves apart from that, by the looks of it. But yeah, sandwiched between the Dales and the Lake District. So it'll be the Lake District we'll be going to tomorrow. Obviously, because it's taken so long to get here. No motor museum today, but no, there are a few more tents down there. But what we're going to do is do a little bit of a longer route than initially planned tomorrow. And visit the motor museum then, so I'll take you guys along with us. But as always, thank you all so very much for watching. Take care, ride safe, we'll see you tomorrow.